Hello guys, this is Sandra here and we have a really exciting video today. As you can probably tell from the title, we're gonna play with the Jeffree Star Mini Breaker palette. This just arrived today. Well, they tried to deliver it yesterday, but I missed the delivery, so they redelivered it today and I'm really excited. If you couldn't tell. Also, quick side note, if you hear like football noises or grunting from upstairs, that's my boyfriend playing FIFA, so let's ignore that. But let me get this out. Oh, I just did my nails, so I hope I don't ruin it. But this is the box. I'm sure everyone's seen the box before. And then the palette comes in this little white packaging with the iconic splatters on it. It looks beautiful. And then, are you ready? Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm really excited, although I didn't notice it before, that Orange Crush actually has some shimmer in there, so that will be interesting. But what I thought today is that I'm going to recreate the look I did in the previous video, which I will link in the cards below. So basically, when I got this palette, this went on sale on Beauty Bay for 40% off, and before I ordered it I wanted to see if I can create a similar, if not the same look as what I could create with this palette, but with something I have already in my collection. And I don't think I managed to do it. It was still a beautiful look though. But someone recommended in the comments below, and also as soon as I ordered it, which was basically the night I filmed that video, I knew that I want to recreate the same look with this palette as I created in that video and compared the two. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna use just this for this look today, and I'm gonna put the other look on the screen as well, so at the end we can see if it actually turned out anything similar at all or not. But without further ado, let me get into this. And also I was thinking that I can do like one palette 3 looks or 2 looks kind of video as well, but for now we're just going to recreate what I did in that video, and let's get into it because I'm too excited not to. Alright, so just like in the previous video, I already have my eyes primed just with a concealer, and everything I used on my complexion will be linked in the description box below as well, so you can see what I used. But we're just gonna go in with the shade Orange Crush, and I'm just gonna pack it right in the shape where I want it to be, just like I did previously. Hopefully there's not going to be much fallout on my face, we will see. And I can already see that this is more of like a corally kind of color, whereas the one I actually used was more orange. Also, this seems to have a bit of a shimmer in it, so I'm not sure how much that's going to translate. Normally I would not use something more shimmery in my crease, but that's okay, we're going to do it today. And I can see already this look will turn out so different just because this color is so different. I think I'm going to pack just a little bit more. Alright, the shimmer comes through a little bit, but not annoyingly. It's not a huge amount. I wonder if they put it in there just for blendability, but it's a bit too much for that, so I don't think so. I think it could come across more if I would put it on my lid, but just because it's in the crease, it's fine. Now I'm gonna go in with a small blending brush in the shade Double Scoop, and this is the shade that I couldn't dupe at all. Everything I had was a lot more yellowy. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. Yeah. Right away I can tell this is more of a mustardy color, whereas that one was a lot more like a vibrant yellow. And that's nice. This will be such a beautiful transition shade in the autumn time. The one thing I would say about this palette as well, there is a little bit of like there's no fallout on my eyes. Not I can see anyway, but if you look in the palette, there's quite a bit of kickback. Yeah, there's quite a bit of kickback in these two shades. I'm not sure how much you can see. Yeah, I think you can see it a little bit on double scoop, which is not horribly annoying, and there's no fallout on my face luckily, so I think that's okay. Just gonna take one last bit and go over one last time. Now I'm gonna go in with a small dense flat brush, and I'm gonna take the shade Purple Punch and just use it in the outer corner of my eye. This looks like such a beautiful purple. And I'm just gonna, oh my god, look at that color. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so I'm just gonna pack that in here, and that's so much more pigmented than what I used last time. Wow, okay, that's just beautiful. And I'm gonna take the brush we used with Orange Crush and just blend it in that corner, because it definitely needs blending. Okay, it blends nicely as well. That's my boyfriend. I really hope you can't hear him, but he's quite loud. I'm gonna take a tiniest bit of shadow from Orange Crush and blend it on the sides. Alright, and then go back in Purple Punch, add just the tiniest bit on the brush because it's super pigmented, and pat it there again. Oh, it's a beautiful shade. And just blend one last time. Oh, beautiful shade. Last time in the middle of my lid I used the shade that was quite close to Bite Me, which is this shade, but it was a bit lighter, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. So I'm gonna take, I think, the same flat brush as I used for my outer corner, just flip it around to the other side, and I'm just gonna take Bite Me and pat it in the middle of my lid. Oh yes, beautiful shade. Look at that. Oh my god, that shade is so pretty even without wetting the brush. So pretty. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back in with the blending brush again that we used with the orange shade. Maybe even dip back in just a tiny bit and blend Orange Crush together with the purples. And I'm gonna go back in with Purple Punch and add a bit more in the outer corner and just blend it together with Bite Me. Beautiful. I'm really impressed with how well these blend and how beautiful they are. And then I'm gonna go in on a smaller brush and take Oral, which again I couldn't really dupe, and I'm gonna use that in the inner corner of the lid. Oh, lovely that looks. Beautiful. I don't know why I keep saying beautiful, but I'm so impressed with how these colors look like. Whoops. I'm gonna go back in with the brush that we used with Bite Me, just to blend these two together. And then the blending brush with Orange Crush on it. Oh, beautiful. It's sort of similar to what I created before, but not quite. I'm going to take a flat shader brush and use Purple Punch just to stamp it along my lash line. I don't really see much fallout at all, just the tiniest bit, but I'm going to just brush it away. And it brushes away perfectly, so there's no need to be afraid of that really. And then on a slightly fluffier brush, I'm going to take Orange Crush. So we're just going to, again, mimic what we did on the top and blend the purple out. Just like so. And then with the same fluffy brush as we used earlier on the top, we're going to go back into Double Scoop and just give it a full blend out, not being afraid, taking it quite low. There we go. I'm gonna go back a tiny bit into Oral and just apply a hint a bit more. In my waterline, I'm gonna use the same eyeliner as I did last time, which is the Urban Decay 24x7 Glide on Eye Pencil in Love Drug. Then I'm gonna apply just a brow bone highlight as well, which will be the same as what I use on my cheeks, which is the Charlotte Tilbury one from the Contour Duo. And I'm gonna apply some mascara, and I will use the same mascara as what I used last time, which will be the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara, and I will do my other eyes and I will be back to do the outro for you. So see you in a second. There we go guys, that's the finished look. Look at those colours. Let me actually zoom you in. Look at that colour payoff, it's beautiful. Now, it ended up slightly different than my previous look, which I was anticipating, just because the colours I had were quite a bit different and slightly off. But I think in the end, it turned out of sort of similar. Now, everything I used on my face, I will leave in the down bar below if you're interested. But I am in love with how this turned out. I think it's slightly different than the other one. Again, you will see it on the screen, so you let me know what you think. And also, I think next week I have a bit of time, so I'll try to film a few looks with this, just because if I look at this color story, there are so many ideas I have. I could use Hot Fudge with Slice and Double Scoop. For a fully matte look, I could also use just Bubblegum, Foreplay and Purple Punch. Or I could use Purple Punch, Slice and Hot Fudge together, also with a bit of Double Scoop. There are just so many ways you can utilize this little palette. And also the mirroring there is quite nice. I thought, to be fair, that this will be a bit more sleek. I mean, it's really sleek, I just don't know. It felt a bit chunky, but I'm not making any sense, am I? It's sleek, but it's chunky. No, I thought it's going to be a bit more sleek, but I'm quite happy. It feels really sturdy, it's beautiful, the colors blend well. The only thing I will say, there is a bit of a kickback in the palette when you use them, but it doesn't really create any fallout on the face, if that makes sense. So I'm really happy. Again, let me pop up the look I did last time on the screen so you can see in comparison how this turned out. I think they are quite similar, but I'm gonna be honest, I prefer this one a little bit better, just because I didn't have to work as much with some of the colors as the other one. Also, interestingly, I used Orange Crush for the orangey crease, and although it has quite a bit of shimmer in it, when I use it on my eyes, once it's blended out, you can't really tell. So I'm happy and I'm really in love with this look and this palette. So keep your eyes out, I will have more tutorials with this coming. But for now I'm gonna go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean so much to me. It would be lovely to have you guys back for another video, but for now I'm gonna go, and hopefully I will see you next time. I'm gonna go now. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.